So I'm in paralysis mode. I can't move. I'm calling. I called 911. Well, someone called for me. These two guys. I don't. I don't know their names, but I thank them for acting very. I thank them for being there, even though they were very, like, the ambulance and the police were very unhelpful. I thank them for acting fast, because if I was alone in my car and that would have happened to me, I don't see, to this day, I believe if I didn't get in the shower, I wouldn't have reacted that way, because I had something similar happen to. I had this almost the same thing happen again, like a few weeks later after that episode, and I just learned the second time that you can't be around water when you have, like, drugs in your system. That triggers seizures, and it's a lot of things that trigger them for me. So it's like, I just do my best to stay away from things that trigger them. But I am having an attack. My heart is beating, and they are no help at all. Um, when you are in paralysis, let me just explain it like this for people that don't know. You are not allowed, you can't move, very little to any. You can't be touched. You can't touch anybody. It's very painful. It hurts a lot. Just like being touched. It's a very painful sensation. And I don't know what to take to get rid of that sensation. I don't, because I never had it really treated before. Because I feel like drugs has caused this to happen. Drugs at a hospital that I was given consciously and unconsciously. And I don't want to take something and I get a reaction to that too. So I sort of just do my best to avoid them. But I'm told that I have to, like, they don't provide no assistance at all. They tell me get on the stretcher. It ain't much we could do about it. And if you want me to describe the guy, he had like a mustache. This is like a Cherokee County ambulance. Yes, Cherokee County. He had like a mustache. He looked about a little older than me, maybe about 5 years. And they're like literally no help. I'm literally just like dying. My heart's beating. Um, I'm just feeling like I'm about to die, and they don't really give me any help at all. They don't like give me anything to like bring my heart rate down. I'm just thinking like it's something you could give me to help while I'm in the ambulance. And just my opinion, I know this channel has a lot of videos, and what I like about it is a lot of my videos, they show you a milestone of just the reality checks that I've been getting. And I can just confidently tell you that I believe they were no help, no assistance based off of race. And let me explain it like this. I understand the black community and black culture can be very dysfunctional. And there are probably people of different races that are like, they've had bad experiences with black people. So where I get screwed at is they take that out on me, where I may need them for something. Like, if I want to get a job, or let's say looking for housing and someone had a black person do something bad to them or whatever. And let me just say, because I'm very neutral, I understand why they feel the way they do. But this is why I am just more realistic about things now. It's like I sort of encourage people who aren't all about selling drugs, who aren't about just like doing nothing with their life, that is black, that is African American, whatever you want to be called. You need to have it where you're not looking for help from people who don't have your best interest, as in this. This is what I mean. Have it where you have doctors, you have lawyers, you have surgeons, you have people in your community that can do for you where they don't have any ill will towards you, because it's hard to trust other groups of people knowing our history. Now, that doesn't mean I hate anybody, but just speaking from a realistic standpoint, I can't ignore the fact that you have people that don't particularly care for other groups of people based off of their experiences with them. And I understand it. But it's like, it's extreme when you don't want to assist someone based off of their race or their culture, wherever they come from. If like this, I've had all kinds of people do things to me. But if I was a paramedic, I would not here's a perfect example right here. I had that paramedic show me no real assistance based off of just the way I look, color of my skin. I believe 100% that that was the reason why. Now, it's understandable for people to deny it, but I can just come to that conclusion based off of evidence. Now, me, I could because I told you in my nursing, and I told you about my experience working in a nursing home, what I seen there. I could have. It was a lot of white residents at this nursing home that I worked at. I could have been real bitter over what happened in the ambulance, and I could have took that out on the patients there. But I never did that, because I don't go there with people that are elderly, people that are disabled. I leave that facet of people alone. I never go that road. I don't go there. You got to be a real sick person to mistreat someone that's elderly, disabled. They have cancer. You have to be real sick to do something like that. I've actually, out of everyone there, I felt as though the whites were mistreated more based off of their race, and which is weird. This is a nursing home where it was ran by black nurses, black CNAs, and I felt as though that the white residents there were treated really poorly. I spoke out against it, and I'm still fighting for everything that I've witnessed there. And I never held what happened to me at the ambulance against the people there. But I feel as though if you have a job where you are in charge of someone's life or someone's freedom or whatever, and you have certain prejudice, certain prejudgments of people based on how they look, what their religion is, I don't feel like you should be holding that kind of power. Just it's sort of how, like, I kind of understand why everyone was sort of ticked off when Trump was president. Now I sort of understand it, because you don't want someone in high power that holds certain views on different groups of people. I get it, but that's not why I'm not voting anymore. I mean, it's a lot of reasons why, but that's not one of them. But I'm gonna do part 3.